Ugh. I'm sorry, that was so bad. A searing migraine begins to set in. Are you okay, Commander? My head. Take a deep breath. I follow man's advice. Now slowly exhale. I exhale slowly. After repeating this several times, my head feels slightly less painful. Are you feeling better now? Yeah, thanks. After coming more or less to my senses, I look around. Where am I? The MMR research lab. Huh? Don't you remember? No. What am I doing here? I can't remember a thing. Perhaps my headache has something to do with it. I close my eyes and sift through my thoughts, attempting to recall the past. 12 hours. Damn! 12 hours? Also, why is. Hold on. Dang it, I don't know when was the time setting this event happened, so we'll just leave it be for now. I just hope for upcoming events they'll change this Rappy into the SSR Rappy, which is weird. Alright, 12 hours earlier. Beep! Huh? Oh, I got a message. Hello, Commander. How are you? Same as always. Oh, really? I wanted to ask you if you had some free time today. Why? What's up? In honor of your contribution made to the surface reclamation operation. Okay, so this is sometime after. This was like sometime during or sometime after chapter. Yeah, after chapter 26. MMR has decided to provide you with a new weapon. Oh, what is it? It's been customized specially for you, so you'll need to visit us in person in order to get to test it and claim it. Does that have to be today? Oh, I actually clicked. Not bad. Today would be preferable, but if you can't, we can make adjustments. All right, I'll stop by today. Thank you. And I'll see you later. What's wrong, Commander? You look rather bemused. Is that how you say it? Bemused? Bemused. Oh, it's that something came up rather suddenly. What is it? MMR is providing me with a new weapon. MMR? Why would they do that out of the blue? They say it's in recognition of my contributions towards reclaiming the surface. Isn't this a good thing? It's a chance for us to enhance our firepower. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about! That means we can say scream firepower with Neon. An opportunity to use a cutting-edge weapon developed by MMR. True. Let's go right away. Oh. Apparently they're only making one. For me. What the? How come? Damn, she felt betrayed. You're practically superhuman at this point. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we survived stab wounds, bullets, I think. Getting suplexed, possibly. What are you blathering about now? I'm simply saying that Master has ascended to the realm of Divine Master. Beyond human. What the hell? Girl. Do not make me look like a deity. Stop it. That's wild. Don't you ever feel that there are times when Master doesn't feel human? I wish I could say otherwise, but there has been times when I thought the commander recovered unusually fast from injuries. Right. Surely it's better than taking ages to recover from injuries. I appreciate the compliment. I think. No problem, girl. Still, I don't think there will be any new weapons for you all. Darn. That's a bummer. Look at her, bro. She's so sad. Still, you getting one is better than nothing. True. While I agree with this, sounds like a wonderful development. It does all feel rather sudden. That's true. Damn. Plus, we are talking about the MMR research lab. There are all sorts of unsavory rumors about that place. Should I check in in with some other squads and see if they're heard anything. You have connections? Hold up. You have connections? What's Mana's favorite thing to read? Sorry, I can't help myself. No, was the only one was the one who got in touch with me, so everything should be fine. Fair point. It's not like Mana. It's not like to like blah blah. It's not like Mana to lie about something. We owe Mana a lot for her help so far, so I'll go. Understood. Master, if you encounter a solid weapon meant for a sneak is while you're at it, could you? You idiot! What is the chance of that happening? Ignore her, Commander. Damn! Don't give her that stare. Be careful, and if anything happens, call us. We'll be standing by, so you can contact us anytime. You all get some rest. I'll reach out if something happens. All right, you'll be inside the Ark after all. So what could go wrong? I knocked on wood. Make sure to bring back a lot of good stuff, Commander. I mean, safe travels. Oh my god. Take care, Master. Damn. Zing. I entered an MMR research lab. Wait, this is the lobby? Damn, it looks kind of snazzy in here, no? Look at this place. Even though these are like fake plants, look at this place. This is kind of snazzy. Damn. A look around in search of Mana, but she's nowhere to be seen. Oh. Mana, where are you? There's no answer. Mana? Shall I wait around for her? Number 7? Heather, hi. Damn. Still overworking and still not fixing your uniform. Then again, you overwork like a lot anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I still like the. Hold on. Can we appreciate that I like the IV color? Like, there's a cutoff here, but it goes to green, loops around. Then at one point turns to this purple, then loops around and rinse and repeat. That is so sick. Heather? Fancy meeting you here. What are you doing around these parts? Are you finally ready to hop on my experimentation table? Hey, stop it. No, no, no. I'm here to see Mana. Mana? Why? I was told that MMR is giving me a new weapon. I said new special weapon. Damn. Really? This is the first I heard of it. You didn't know about it? Of course not. Huh? What do you mean you don't know? That's how it is being an employee at MMR. Oh. I'm already overworked as it is with my own workload. So I'm in the dark as to what the other teams are up to. Oh, never mind. Fair point. It's not like you know what the other commanders are up to either, right? Damn, that's a fourth wall break kind of, no? Right. You see? This is how the world works. True? If it's not your personal job, you resign yourself to not knowing anything about it. I suppose that means you don't know where Mana is either. Actually, I think I do. You do? I believe I heard her said something about going to the deep sector earlier. She also mentioned that she'd be out of contact for a while, so anything crops up, they have to handle it themselves. Again though, I'm not 100% sure if that's the case. So she can't be reached right now. If she went to the deep sector, then no. Damn. Once you head inside, you're forbidden from communicating with anyone outside. That goes even for researchers like myself. What a pain. Well, what sort of plans did you and Mana have anyway? Did you have arranged to meet at a specific time? No. That's not like Mana. Maybe he thought she'd be back soon. Should I wait for her? Would you like to go and meet her? In person? Yes. You're busy, Ma'am? Man, so I presume you can't afford to stand around waiting too long. Can I go inside? What's the worst that could happen? Let's go. I'll take you there. You'll escort me personally? Why you look so skeptical? Ma'am, you look like you want to bisectomy and bisectomy, trisectomy, quisectomy. Damn. Why do you look? You think I'm only pretending to take you to Mana? But instead, I'll drag you to my lab for some experiments? Yes. Is that your plan? Of course not! Okay. I'm a busy woman, alright. If I wanted to conduct experiments on you, I'm gonna go through all that rigmarole. Despite being as busy as I am, I'm generous enough to devote my precious time to helping you out. Okay. You have to be grateful. Damn! Alright then, lead the way. Let's go. Water. I have water. I follow Ether down the halls to the MMR research lab. The elevator is so far away. Damn. Okay, you know what? That's a fair point. Can't they do something about this? It's so annoying you have to walk this far every time. There. What was it called again? This place we're going to? The Deep Sector. It's also referred to as the Level E Zone. But to keep things simple, we're typically call it the Deep Sector. Somewhat frustratingly, it's divided into two separate sections. That's how big it is. And it's underground as well. Yes, deep underground. All the labs at the MMR are subterranean, but the Deep Sector is particularly far down. You can only get there as using a special elevator, which means we have to scalp all the way over here every single time. It's such a pain. You said all the labs at MMR are underground? Don't you remember? You came to my lab last time because you caught something while on the surface. Wow, that is a call out. I think that was like chapter 29 when that happened. I think that was like chapter 29 in the side quest. I'll have to put it up on here when I edit the video or somewhere. But that's a side quest. That's crazy. Oh, I mean, I'll just say I remember. You have good memory. Thank goodness I was feeling too lazy to explain everything in detail. Anyway, you caught something like a cold and I treated you as my lab, which is in fact underground. I realize how strange this all sounds. The archive is already underground, and now we're talking about more things under that. Hey, wait a minute. Why did Missile build the labs above ground? Okay. Because this way, the test subjects won't be able to escape. Relax, that was a joke. The answer should be obvious. It's because what we do is highly secretive. There's a reason why people always talk about secrets being buried underground. The MMR Research Lab is a prime example of that. All the ARC secrets are sealed away, buried deep under the surface. Sorry. Is that why you're forbidden from communicating with the outside while you're in there? Correct. The place is full of top secret stuff. You never know when or how a secret might leak. So any and all communications are restricted while inside the Deep Sector. That's why Mana is currently incommunicado. Ugh. This place sounds awfully important. Is it alright for me to be going there? Sure, why not? Your reputation precedes you. You've encountered everything from pilgrims to heretics. True. Besides, it's not that you're going to be running around opening all the lab doors. It'll be fine. Hey, first of all, I would do that. I would definitely do that. I'm that type of guy that pushes all the buttons. Like, I know that no one's gonna be awake at during the time. I'm the guy that will push all the buttons on the elevator until it gets to my floor and just walk out. I still feel a bit uneasy. So you don't want to meet Mana? We don't have to. We don't have to if you don't want to. Don't worry, and just stay close to me. You'll get lost if you space out while we're in there. Okay. Here we are. This elevator will take us to straight to the deep sector. Damn. Heather taps her access card on the elevator panel and presses a button. The elevator doors loudly creak open. You'll get in first. I step into the elevator. Next to the elevator door, there's a card slot, along with buttons labeled level D, E, and level P. See that slot by the door? Did you insert this access card? Heather hands me an access card and I insert it into the slot. The buttons for level D and level E light up with a mechanical ding. The buttons lit up. Good. Looks like the approval hasn't expired yet. Huh? Y'all got expiration dates? That's crazy. Come again? That's a guest pass I got approval for a while back, which can be used in Leo of a researcher's card. What made you do that ahead of time? It's a royal pain getting approval every individual time. I find it easier to just get things approved whenever I can. You know what? That's fair. I see. Alright, all you have to do is press level E and you'll go down. Whatever you do, don't press level P, okay? That leads to the furthest recesses of the deep sector. That's off limits even to someone like your caliber. Ooh. Not to mention that card wouldn't give you access to the area anyway. Can I getting on? I can't. One card per person is the rule. You don't have another access card? I have a researcher's access card, and I haven't been approved at the moment, so I can't use it. It's like I told you earlier, the security there is incredibly stringent. Even researchers like me need to submit a formal request beforehand. It would take forever and a day for me to submit the paperwork and go through the process, so you go on ahead on your own. Then why don't I stay and you go? You want me to go find Mana myself? Oh, sorry. That's hardly convenient for me, you know. Fine, I'll go. Attaboy. That's more like it. What is it? Feeling sad that we have to part ways? Shut the hell up. Or are you nervous? Neither. Harsh. Still, you seem a bit more relaxed now. So buck up and head down to meet Mana. The door's closed. Have fun down there. Alright. Into the abyss. Honestly, this was kind of funny. Oh, I like that. So this is the deep sector. Glancing around, I see a windowless corridor. Of course. Alright, where's my jump scare? The entire place is eerily empty. I need to find Mana. But how? I continue to look around. It's difficult to ascertain where the door is inside the corridor. The long and gray space isn't well lit. I scan the dim corridor intently, searching for Mana. A suddenly burst of dizziness hits me out of the blue, along with a wave of nausea. First things first, I need to get moving. I start walking forward. Soon after walking for a long time, there's still no sight of Mana. For that matter, I haven't seen a single researcher around at all. Weird. Phew. The dizziness and nausea are growing worse by the second. Maybe I should sit down for a bit. I sit down to the floor and curl up. Do communications not work here either? Mana, where are you? No response. I'm in the deep sector right now. No response? Damn, that's crazy. Guess not. I lean my head against the wall and stare at the ceiling. I can't keep going on like this. I pull out the access card Ether gave me and stare at it. I need to figure out some way to contact Mana. I stand back up, and just as I'm about to head back to the elevator... Commander? Damn! Hi! Mana? What are you doing? Yeah. I finally found you! Hmm? That's crazy! Into the abyss. You were looking for me? Why would you do that? Huh? What do you mean? More importantly, how did you get in here? Ether gave me an access card. She did? I pull out the access card and show it to Mana. That's just a guest pass. Why isn't Ether with you? She said she couldn't come because she had to get a separate authorization. Huh? If she couldn't come with you, why did you come here on your own? You asked me to. I did? You contacted me and said that MMR had prepared a new weapon for me. I did? Wait a minute, ma'am, what's going on? Mana? Did you not send me a blog message earlier today? No. I've been here in the deep sector since yesterday. And I'm scheduled to be here until tomorrow morning. But I received a message from you this morning. Something ain't right. Hold up. Wait a minute. Could you show me that message? Hold on. I show Mana the message I received earlier. Something ain't right. We got set up. It's a setup! Oh, what's up, Golden Knight? How you doing? Am I being set up? It's definitely been sent from my profile. But I never sent this. Huh? Ma'am? First of all, you need to make a separate account. And second of all, put two-step authentication. I can't speak right now. Or change your password. Either of the two. Not only that, MMR doesn't produce new weapons for commanders in the first place. Hold up, wait a minute. What the? Bro, you would do, okay. Pause a moment. Would it be cool if the commander could pull up and say, "What's good?" Sorry. My accents are kind of slow. I'm bad. MMR doesn't produce new commanders in the first place. I hate doing that. Oh. There we go. I never heard such a project. Then how could I gotten this message? Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems that someone wanted to lure you to MMR. Given that they used my name to mislead you, I highly doubt that their intentions were noble. Ugh. I'm not following. Same. Ugh. Commander, what kind of place do you think MMR is? A place where we're researching ARC-based technology? A place where the ARC secrets are hidden? Now, considering it is called the Deep Sector, I'm gonna say number 2. That's a rather unexpected answer, but you're not incorrect. Did anyone tell you that by any chance? I heard it from Ether. I see. Makes sense. Wow. At this point, Mana's like, of course it's Ether. Well, she's right. MMR safeguards all of the ARC's technological secrets. That's why everyone comes here first has to be granted authorization in the form of an access card. Here in the deep sector, where we are now, the security is particularly tight. How tight are we talking about? In other words, I enter without proper authorization. Not necessarily. You do have an access card after all. However, if you were to encounter any other researchers and they wanted to know your reason for being here, you might be in a bit of a bind. Do you think that's what they wanted and whoever it was that brought me here? There's no way we can know for certain. True. We don't even know the person yet. One thing that is certain, however, is that staying here for too long will be dangerous for you. Okay, let's head out then. Alright, I'll lead the way. Anna hurriedly leads me towards the access elevator. However, am I getting declined? I tap the access card against the outside elevator panel. I am getting declined, am I? Card declined. Damn it, I want the gacha. I'm kidding. Huh? I try again. I'm not gonna lie, that is a sick flow. What the hell? Error code 40112. I feel like a website used this number sequence before. God damn it. It's not working. I think the card's expired. Son of a bitch! I can't believe it. That means you can't leave. Ah, damn. That's crazy. So I'm trapped? Yes. The code you just saw appears when an expired access card is used. I hate it here. Can't you open it with your card? I'm scheduled to be here until tomorrow morning. It's nearly impossible to alter the time period which you've been approved unless there are truly unexceptional circumstances. Mrs. even keeps researchers on a short leash, huh? Yes, they do. Researchers must obtain approval to enter the deep sector and must adhere precisely to the authorized time frame. Wow. Those are the rules. Why is it so inflexible? I know, right? Come on now, Sian. Man. Makes me wonder why IGN, which is chapter 24, or chapter 24.5, I called it. Wordless. Mentions GN, I'm like, damn. Why isn't GN the CEO? For a simple reason. And this place contains many secrets. Miss Liz doesn't give free reign to anyone who works down here. Oh, not even the researchers? No. The company trusts no one. Damn! I feel like I'm in a fucking pirate land. What the hell? That's probably the reason why they prefer Nikkei researchers whenever possible. Hold on. Are you telling me that the researchers here are intentionally composed of entirely of Nikkeis? Not all of them, but most. Did you know that Ether and I are both Nikkeis? I knew Ether was a Nikkei, but I did not like when she became a summon. I didn't expect her to be a Nikkei. I didn't know that. I thought she was a regular human. Hello? No, I didn't. It's understandable that you didn't. Ether and I are Nikkeis. In addition to being researchers at MMR, we're also members of the MMR squad. When humanity migrated to the Ark, do you know what the non-combat Nikkeis were initially created for? Preserving technology and art. I feel like one of them went to Tetra. Specifically the art. To ensure that humanity's knowledge and creativity wouldn't vanish underground, it was embedded into the Nikkeis themselves. I'm not sure I follow. How exactly did they transpose technology and art into Nikkeis? What, your fashion line? By transforming exceptionally gifted artists and engineers into Nikkeis. This way, their skills and knowledge could survive without the human limitations of time. What? Scientists were no different. Nikkeis were considered a premium storage device of a sort for scientific knowledge. So many scientists were turned into Nikkeis as well. Sorry. That's not the only advantage that Nikkeis have. It's difficult to hide secrets inside a Nikkei's brain. Since humanity moved to the Ark, brain scanning technology has improved by leaps and bounds. Unless extreme measures like neural shielding or black boxing are employed, most Nikkeis are incapable of concealing any information from humans. That explains it. That's not the only reason. It's easy to store information in Nikkeis and it's difficult for them to hide anything. That's why the majority of MMR researchers are Nikkeis. Of course, not everyone was forced into it. Of course. Some of them were, I bet some of them wanted to become Nikkeis and keep their technology and power. Some volunteered to become Nikkeis, hoping to complete their research without being limited by a human lifespan. Of course. It's like telling us, it's like someone wants to become like a freaking zombie or something, just that way they could can finish their research for the longer periods of time. I see. I got sidetracked. No, it's okay. This is actually really nice to know. This is some backlore type bullshit, you know? I love this. To summarize, Missless don't even trust its own researchers. Therefore, curtailing the time period for which I was authorized would be difficult. Got it. Thank you for understanding. No, thank you for telling me some lore. We spent too much time talking. It's not prudent to stay here long. Let's look for another lab where we might get a signal. Okay, let's move. Deja vu. Sorry. This is so fucked. Alright, let's go. Oh shoot, I forgot the favorite thing. I'll do it when we finish. Mana begins searching for any type of communication within the deep sector. Commander, would you come here? There's an elevator here too. Of course, the deep sector is a vast place. It would be difficult working with only one operating elevator. I believe there should be an emergency contact device inside this elevator. Mana fiddles with the control panel of the elevator. Nothing. Seems that rumors were unfounded. Let's go somewhere else. Okay. We search for another elevator. Nice. Never mind. As we entered the dust-filled room, ew. Now, being Asian, my mom would not like it at all. My mom sees a lot of dust, like anak, clean that up. As we enter the dust-filled room, we see a sacred altar of some kind. Oh god, did we enter a demon summoning or a demon or some kind of ritual phrasing room? What's this? A prayer room. Is this Rapunzel's room? I don't feel comfortable here anymore. A prayer room? Yes, a space for religious worship. What's a place like this doing here? Actually, you're right. Why is there a religion room inside a science space? Fuck it. The organization which preceded MMR has religious ties, so they created this space. Oh, never mind. It's rarely used now, though. Okay, you know what? I call dibs. This is my bedroom. That might explain the dust. Bro, don't tell me you're like, dust. Ew. Mana begins to inspect the prayer room. Nothing here either. Let's keep moving. Alright. We leave the prayer room. Also, can I say something real quick? Some of the music that they play here literally is like, did they talk to the music developers of Nier Automata or something? Because honestly, the music here, top notch. Especially like the eerie, quiet, labby type thing, you know? I don't know the exact words, but that's how I feel. Hello there. There should be an emergency communication device hidden here somewhere. Just a moment. Mana starts to press on various points on the wall. Nothing. It's either already been discovered, or it's more unfounded rumors. The hell are you talking about, unfounded rumors? We also tried to look for the purported hidden communication device in the corridor. What? Soon after. Not a thing. Nope. Every possible of contacting the outside is blocked. It seems so. This is the first time I got a definitive confirmation of that. Feeling slightly dizzy, I leaned against the wall. Are you alright, Commander? Come to think of it, you looked a bit pale for a while now. Is something wrong? I'm just a little tired is all. Don't worry about it. Right now, we need to look for a way out. That's true, but... should I ask another lab? What is it? There's one place you haven't checked yet. If they haven't removed all the equipment, there might still be a communication device there. Let's go! Follow me. Come in. Okay. Oh, hey. This looks familiar. As in, like, a few, like, 2 to 3 backgrounds on some of the events happened here and there. I follow Mana. Inside, an empty lab. I don't think you guys saw it, but, like, I was shaking my head slightly, really fast, like. Oh, yeah, no, you can't see it. I have my webcam up, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, no, you can't even see it. Ooh! Sharp pain shorts shoots through my head. Urgh! The nausea is even more intense than before. While trying to ignore my splitting migraine, I once again look ahead. A small tank stands before us in the otherwise empty lab, as if an experiment had halted midway. For some reason, I'm getting a sense of deja vu. The tank, filled with a liquid of some kind, seems like it's once held something else inside it. Phew. Controlling my breathing, I turn my gaze to the space behind the tank. There is an empty desk. Similar to the tank, it feels like there was once a plethora of materials on it, which are now gone. Mana? Yes? What is this place? I would like to know that too. A lab that's fallen into disuse. Goddamn! Someone I knew used to work here. Knowing her, she may have left behind a communication device to contact the upper levels. Yeah? You know her. The two of us lock eyes. Commander? Are you okay? You look worse than before. Are you sure it's just an exhaustion? I'm fine. Actually, I don't feel so good. Damn, that's some Infinity War type line from Peter Parker. Sorry. When did it start? Since I entered the deep sector. That was a long time ago. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I'm sorry. I was able to manage it for a while. But the headaches got unbearable since we got into this room. This particular lab, you mean? Yeah. I'm also getting a feeling deja vu for some reason. Deja vu? Here? Honestly, maybe I do. Maybe I don't. My head is killing me. I can barely think straight. Can you give me some narcotics? Narcotics? Rest here for a moment. I'll look for the communication device myself. Alright. Damn. She legit said, stay here, I'll carry. God damn it. Mana quickly runs inside the lab. I sit on the edge of a nearby desk and attempt to mitigate the headache. Huh? As I sit down, my fingers brush against the tablet. Shit! Does that... You know what? Screw it. What's this? I press the power button. My phone's right here and I push the power button. The screen actually turns on. Project AD. So... They really never let go the religious part, huh? Just as quickly as it turned on, the screen abruptly turns off. Project AD. Damn! That's crazy. Urgh! The headache intensifies. Damn! Wait a minute, that's some actual combat type stuff. Wait a minute, that's kind of crazy. Enhancing the human body through technological advancement. A new purpose. Where's music go? Ah! Oh. The pain becomes unbearable and everything goes black. Deja vu. Part B, also known as Part 2. He is the honored one. I know, right? We honor thy honor one. Well, technically, we're the honored one because we are playing as the commander. So honestly, we got dubs, baby. We're reclaiming the surface. We're getting beautiful ladies, and we are the honored one, baby. Let's go. My body feels like it weighs a ton. True. But hey, remember, I don't know how far you are into the game, but remember, Johan owns the title New Hope. Alright? We can't take that away from him. Even though I thought that word was banned during that chapter, but that's beside the point. Sorry, I'm getting too sidetracked. Like, mana. My arms and legs refuse to move. I feel stifled. I attempt to move the tip of my fingers. Subject is moving. I can hear a familiar voice. Another familiar voice can be heard. Is he one of these subjects for the project? Yes. I open my eyelids with a crack. Heather? Will you have the results for this subject soon? Most likely. Of course you would say something like that. The deadline's approaching. Mana looks in my direction. Do you think you'll succeed this time? Ether then glances towards me. Not sure. What do you mean? Oh my god. This girl could be killing me sometimes. Both figuratively and literally. None of the past cases have been successful. Blurb blurb blurb. This one fails too. He has the makings to be the next Spider-Man. Oh, please stop. or Captain America. Because apparently we have fingers. If this one fails too, the project might be terminated, won't it? For someone who isn't part of the project, you remember an awful lot. Thanks to this new and improved body, I remember everything. Fair point. Since becoming Nikke's, neither of us have forgotten anything important. Don't look so grim. This is just a hunch. But I feel like this attempt will be a success. Will be a success, will be a success. God. A hunch? That's rather unscientific for you to say. Look. It's unscientific, but most of the time it goes right. It's weird how that word could work out. Achieving success in your own research doesn't always have to depend on science alone. True! It's just hope on my end. I was gonna say that type of joke. I stopped myself. I've grown more invested in this man. I thought that. Oh my god. Ah! I've grown far more invested in this than I thought I would. My only hope is Mana reaches her hand out towards me, that we don't have to terminate. Commander? What is this place? Damn. That's a favorite. Oh, and also, Golden Knight. Just before I continue, if there's events like this one where it's not 3D, like the summer event, then the Old Tales event, I don't know how long you've been playing the game, but if it's not those type of events where it's like 3D where I can click and move around, do mini games, I will go through the event as day by day. So that way I use all the resources just to instantly get a lot of red core cases, if it includes hard mode. So for events like this where it's just like paper posted, like footstep, walk, run, I'm gonna go through the entire event, and if there's no go through the entire event as normal, going day by day. If there's a part 2, I only do part 1, then do part 2 after that. And then hard mode, I include it in the part 2. So that way I don't have to like wait as long. Just a heads up. Because of how easy it is to go through the event. And because I also have a regular 9 to 5. But I work overnight, so I don't have enough time to stay up a little bit, do this and that. So this is how I do things on event album. If it's a 3D event, I have to do those on my days off. Alright? It's just a heads up, letting you know, alright? Alright, let's continue though. Alright, Unknown A. Commander! Ugh. Hold up! This was 12 hours. All this happened in 12 hours? Hello? Anyone? Am I the only one that's concerned about this? No? I guess. Mana? Are you feeling okay? Of course I'm fine. The moment I try to sit up, ugh, I see your migraine begins to set in. Are you okay, Commander? My head. Take a deep breath. I followed Mana's advice. Now slowly exhale. I exhale slowly. Ooh, excuse me. After repeating this several times, my head feels slightly less painful. Are you feeling better now? Yeah, thanks. After coming more or less to my senses, I look around. Where am I? The MMR research lab. Don't you remember? What am I doing here? I can't remember a thing. Perhaps my headache has something to do with it. I close my eyes and sift through my thoughts. And we're here now. Are you feeling calmer now? As I listen to Mana's voice, I recall everything that's happened so far. I had some sort of dream. Sorry? Let's be realistic here though. You and Ether were in it. Me and Ether. Maybe you dreamt that because you were want to leave this place. You two are staring at me. Menacingly! I'm kidding. Talking about how you hope I'd be a success. Sorry? You also mentioned some kind of project. Uh-oh. Ugh. The headache is debilitating, Commander. I think it's good for you to stop thinking so much. Go get some rest, then try and move around. You're sweating like crazy. I'm sweating bullets, that's what's happening. Goddamn. Phew. Why don't you try getting up first? The floor is too cold. It'd be best to move somewhere warmer. Let me help you. I think this is the best way of clinching. I don't know. Clench. I grab a hold of Mana's armor. Wow, okay, I thought I was grabbing her coat side. I have something to ask. Yes? Have we met before? Damn, that's a Riz quote if I ever heard one. That's crazy. Elon Rocky Venus now. What do you mean? I don't understand. I don't think I was dreaming. That can't be. How can a dream be real? The things I heard, they were too vivid. You probably feel that way since you're unwell. Mana appears overly eager to wrap up the conversation. Yeah. I mean, you can have lucid dreams that make it feel real, so. She seems to be rushing things, no? Interesting. She seems to be hiding something. But what could it be? First off, let's get out of here. The headache and dizziness I experienced immediately after arriving in the deep sector. The strange familiarity of these surroundings. The dream of Mana and Ether. The feeling of being underwater, unable to move. Man, I wish I could go underwater training like this. The project they mentioned. That would be terminated if I failed. It would be best to head outside before trying to process all this. Okay. As I stand up to follow Mana, my fingertips bumped into a tablet. I saw something on this tablet before I collapsed. What was it? Why don't you rest in the prayer room? I'll search on my own for some way to reach the outside. I'll look around again. Before me is a tank filled with liquid. Big enough to fit a person. A familiarity of the lab. The dream of being submerged in the tank. The words written on the tablet. Project AD. Seems like the company hasn't. I guess the company did remove the prayer room for a reason. Because AD is after. And you know what, I'm gonna stop. Don't you ever feel that there are times when Master doesn't feel human? I wish I could say otherwise, but there have been times where I thought the commander recovered unusually fast from injuries. You're right. But surely it's better than taking ages to recover from injuries. Commander, is something wrong? There was a project conducted in this lab, wasn't there? Oh, I thought I could use the numpad to press 1. Damn it. There was. But why did the project succeed? Sorry? What was the name of the project? Was it Project AD? Got your ass! Police! Get him! Or better get Ingrid! Get her ass! How did you know that name? It was a project to enhance the human body, right? If that's the case, then there are some things that come to mind. When I think about it, there are many things about me that seems odd. I carried a full-armed Nikkei on my own before. Fully armed Pro. And fired anti-ship rifles meant for Nikkeis, despite having an injured leg. Snow White's weapon. No ordinary human could lift that much weight. Well, you might simply be stronger than most people. There's more to it than that. Whenever I'm injured, I heal abnormally fast. Maybe you just have a faster recovery rate than normal. No, it's nearly superhuman. Neon coming in clutch, baby! Let's go! She know what's up! I accidentally pressed F1 on my keyboard. I just have a macro on my keyboard where it's left click, so it's good. During operations, I sustained a manner of injuries, from minor scuffs to being impaled through the stomach. At this point, I want to see if we have the scars of us getting impaled. Well, because we got stabbed by Modernia. I'm pretty sure we got stabbed by someone in one of the chapters during the Ark invasion, and I think we got stabbed in some side stuff in the other later chapters. I'm pretty sure, but that's just me assuming because apparently the stomach is everyone's favorite weak point for us. From minor scuffs to being impaled through the stomach, yes. Despite sustaining what should be fatal injuries, I always survived. In fact, the amount of time I required to heal was steadily decreased over time. Damn. We legit become the Hulk all of a sudden. I see. No one with any sense could call that normal. You're right. It's certainly unusual. But it's not out of the realm of possibility for there to be someone in this world naturally born with the exceptional strength or healing ability. We have a healing factor. That's what I'm getting at. Nice. Okay, so if we have a healing factor, does that make us Hulk or Wolverine healing factor? No. Maybe Deathstroke now that I think about it. Because he can still die. Through conventional gory means like decapitation. Damn, what kind of healing factor we have then? Huh, I don't know. Things are always strange if you think they are. If you have viewed things as normal, then they're not so strange anymore. So, don't think of it as anything unusual. I recognize this place. Sorry? Don't you find that odd? That I'm somehow familiar with the inner recesses of MMR despite purportedly having never been here. Or am I just overthinking that as well? I'm sorry. You can ask me all the questions you want, but I can't answer any of them. Not even one? No. Damn it! Alright, Commander, Riz her up! Riz her up! We got this. We have the power of Riz. If we can Riz up any of the Nikkeis, we can definitely Riz her. We got this. So, please stop. Oh, at least she said please. Okay, so she'll go by for now. Answer me just this one thing, and I'll stop. Yes. Am I human? That... Oh wow. I'm guessing. Because she's about to say something. A hand shoots... I freaking knew it! A hand shoots from behind Mana and covers our mouth. Oh! Ma'am? Hold up. I need a zoomed out. Hold up. Ma'am? I'm sorry. Out of context, I'm gonna, before I continue, I gotta say this. If you legit remove her eyeliner and her eyelashes and make her close her eyes, it looks like she's like she has two eyes open still. The coloring around here around the eyes does not help. Help that case. All right, that's enough questions. No shit. Identity A. That was too close for comfort, Mana. You nearly let the cat out of the bag. You should know better than that. You know as well as I do that there are dark forces deep in the Ark. Who? They're watching us, always and everywhere. If you catch their attention, you're in for a world of hurt. Those are us residing in the abyss should be especially careful, isn't that right? Yes, I know that. Okay, hold up. There's a full zoom. So this is gonna sound down bad for no for like actually it's gonna sound down bad regardless if I say anything. But this is just because like sometimes the clothing in Nikkei does not like help me understand their design overall. So like when I look at her lab coat, it looks like she's a special. She's like one of the higher ups, because if you compare hers to Mana's and Ether's to her, it looks like she's like a special. Like she's either a higher up in the ladder, or she's like one of those special researchers about this. Also, man, why do you have a purse here? Then again, Ether do carry a lot of things. You know, I'll disregard the question. But damn! You look like something that... You look like a commander in a way, a researcher commander, because I noticed you have some things here as well. Anyways, I'm sorry, getting sidetracked too much. Sorry. Okay. Dark forces. Thank you for stopping me. No need to thank me. If you want to repay me, you can help me the next time I do something good. Got it? Yes. Such a sweet girl. Now then, I presume this young man is a celebrity number 7 I heard so much about. My goodness, he looks even more handsome in person. I'm sorry. You've grown up so splendidly. Who are you? Me? Goodness gracious. You look at me. I didn't even introduce myself. Ah, the perils of old age. I'm Jian. The pleasure's all mine. I believe this is our first time meeting, yes? I think so. I heard you've been helping my sister out quite a lot. That must have been tough for you. Sister? Are you really this Yuan? Half-sister would be more correct. Huh? I know your name, but in the context of the commander, let's just say we don't. But what am I saying? We're working here. As such, I should instead say that I'm an employee working under the esteemed president of Missilis. I'll make it simple for you. Just think of me as one of the researchers at MMR. Half-sister, you say? Oh, it seems you're partial to that affiliation. I suppose it makes sense. After all, many of the most riveting stories concern themselves with love triangles. So, if you have to take a guess of who would be the leader, it could be either male or female, but we're assuming it's one of them. Who's the illegitimate child at this point? I don't know. Incorporating Mistless into a tale of romantic entanglements is surely the most entertaining option, no? What are these dark forces in the arc that you keep mentioning? Wow, cutting straight to the chase. I see you're not one for formalities. Are you talking about Enoch? So harsh. Damn. How could I ever impugn on our good friend Enoch in such a way, when she works tirelessly on humanity's behalf? Okay, but like, you know what? Fair. We are the safety plug too, so. The dark Fargus forces that I speak of is the Ark itself. The very thing that feeds, shelters, and protects us. What? That's all you need to know for now. It'd be dangerous for you to know any more than that. You hardly want to spend your existence trapped underground, do you? You're still young, and you must have a lot that you still want to do. You should be running freely above ground. Gian, was it? That's right. Why are you calling me number 7? That's because you are... Oh boy, I nearly spilled the beans. You're quite mesmerizing, you know. The more we talk, the more I want to tell you everything. Damn. Honestly, it might just viz you. Honestly, the viz could help us get answers here. Oh well. Is this why all the Nikkes are so obsessed with you? Perhaps it's because you're so handsome. Or perhaps it's because you're number 7. Ma'am? What are you talking about? Gian, that's enough. Alright, I'll stop teasing him. Anyway, I'll simply stop by to give a short introduction. Here you are. Gian hands over an access card. Is that? That's right, it's an access card. Since you're finished with your business here, it's time for you to leave. Why do you have this? I'm not entirely bereft of conscience, you know. Since I'm the one who brought you here, I should be the one to get you out. You mean you... Yes, I'm the one who made the oh-so-handsome number 7 come here. What? So it was you? Why? I wanted to see you. I have a lot of interest in you for many reasons. It's you and then all the other Nikkes I've gotten to see you. And I was upset that I hadn't had the privilege of seeing you in person. Damn, someone's jealous. With my current situation, I'm in no position to go outside and attract unwanted attention. So I thought it would be good if you came to me instead. Why didn't you speak to me plainly and invite me? Oh come now, you could never come here alone. You would have arrived surrounded by your precious Nikkes, weapons in hand. It would have been liable to cause a scene. And I certainly don't want that. She has a point. Don't be upset. The access card will ensure you leave this place unharmed. And besides, even though you felt a little dizzy and had a nasty headache, it's not like you're leaving empty-handed. Gian leans close and whispers to me. You learned a few more things about the Ark and yourself. And she steps back with a wink. Okay. Now then, Mana. Gian hands over another access card to Mana. Could you please use this card to escort the ever so dashing number 7 out safely? He seems rather shaken up by today's event, so be sure to calm him down before he leaves. Yes, understood. Had fun today, number 7. See you around. Gian walks off. Let's get out of here, Commander. Yes, please. Okay. The sound of typing can be heard, and the bitter aroma of coffee lingers in the air. I can detect the pattering of water droplets as well. Hold on. What is this? I look around to see a neatly organized lab and an IV drip connected to one of my arms. An IV drip? You're awake. How are you feeling? Why am I? Shortly after taking the elevator up to level D, you collapsed. A quick examination was conducted. The results showed excessive stress and fatigue leading to severe exhaustion. In short, you were tired. Honestly, yeah. I see. Thank you. For what? For bringing me here and treating me. I gently lift my arm with the IV needle. You collapsed right in front of me. It's only natural that I tend to you. Besides, I'm a big part of why you're in this state. I'm sorry. Pardon? I kept pressing you with questions that you couldn't answer and put you in a difficult spot. And for that, I'm sorry. Your questions were entirely reasonable. Anyone would react that way, when doubt is being cast on their very identity. Thanks for understanding. Commander, I can't answer any of the questions you asked. MMR is a fountain of knowledge, yet it also holds many secrets. One of the cardinal rules is to never share those secrets. I understand. Yeah. But what I can say is this. Regardless of your identity or what secrets you carry, the reason you earned the trust and love of so many Nikkei's, including me, has nothing to do with how you were created. Instead, has to do everything to do with how you lived, Mana. That, above all, is your true identity, Commander. So don't fret anymore and rest up. In the meantime, hold on. There we go. In the meantime, I'll protect you. Not as a researcher with any ulterior motives, but simply as an Nikkei. There was a spot in my thing, so I just spammed it. Thanks. I'll try and get some sleep then. Night, Commander. Oh, guess I sleep. I close my eyes. Everything is still enshrouded with questions. But at least for now, in the most, I feel like I can sleep peacefully. And that was the end of the base story. Next is restricted information, which is the hard mode part. So, we're back in it. Okay, so restricted information is the hard mode ending. So, we're about to see it. Mana! Yes? I wanted to speak to you about number 7's examination. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. The examination you conducted when he collapsed shortly before returning to level D. Now do you know what I'm talking about? Yes. Show me the results. I can't. Why not? I promised the commander that. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I promised the commander that he could rest and tend to him without any ulterior motives. I can't hand over the results. If I do that, all the tender care I gave him will be tainted and end up becoming cold, hard research data. Come now, don't be so hard on me. Ma'am! I have a feeling you want to experiment on me. Get off of me. I have no intention of using your findings as research material. I don't believe you. Honestly, I won't. You really are going to refuse, aren't you? My goodness, it seems you've gotten quite close to number 7. A promise is a promise. Fine, okay. Yeah, stand up. Then at least tell me one thing about number 7's condition. I already told you, I can't. If you grant me this request, I'll let you ask me one thing in return. No strings attached. Ooh. Hold up. Anything you want. Don't you think that's a fine compromise on my part? Let me hear your question first. Very well. Then, is number 7 healthy? Sorry? Is he in good health? Is he suffering from any illnesses, injuries, or is he in any way unwell? All our metrics were normal. His collapse was stress-induced. All the tension from that day was more than he could bear. Oh? That's good. Is that all you wanted to ask? Yes, so long as number 7 is healthy, that's all that matters. Ether, why did you make the commander come to MMR's deep sector? Me? That was Jian's doing. Jian must have been the one who suggested it to you. But you're the one who set up a false account and sent that message to the commander, posing as me. How did you know? Gotcha! Mata doesn't put smiley faces in her text. You left a few breadcrumbs here and there. Almost as if you wanted me to notice. You're quite smart. Why did you do that? Is that the question you wish to ask me? Yes. Well, number 7 really has gotten a hold over you. And MMR researchers suppressing their thirst for knowledge and instead asking a question for someone else's sake. At any rate, number 7 has been coming back with rather grievous injuries, and particularly concerning his stomach. Yes, we keep getting stabbed there! I wanted to get him on the examination table for a proper health check. But he is rather wary of me. He would never agree to such proposal. So I was thinking of a way to get him here. And that's when Jian happened to contact me. She said she wanted to see number 7 for herself, and asked me to bring him here. Jian. If someone higher up gives me an order, what's an employee like me do? If she wants me to summon him, then summon him I must. I happen to want to see him too, so I thought it would work out nicely. I didn't expect him to have such a hard time. When the commander collapsed while still in the deep sector, he said he had a dream. He said that you and I were observing him while he was suspended in a tank. And he heard discussion about the project and its success or failure. Really? He dreamt about the past. Interesting. Ether, are you trying to reveal that truth to the commander? I don't have any plans to, no. Then why do you call him number 7? What about it? You could attract their attention. You know as well as I do that they don't want the world to know that this project ever existed. That's why they kept it a secret, even from the deputy commanders and the 3 CEOs. They carried everything out in complete secrecy within the darkest recesses of MMR, with approval coming only from them and the Supreme Commander. Who is the Supreme Commander? God damn it. I know all this. Then why? Because that's who he is. He's number 7. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. He is not a failure nor an escapee, but the sole successful creation. With such a prestigious title, how can I call him by any other name? Still, that's too dangerous. They likely understand that affection I have for the term, which is why they are letting me get away with it. They got eyes and ears everywhere in the Ark, so there's no way they aren't aware of me calling him that. If there was going to be trouble, it would have happened already. Don't worry too much. I'm a professional. I know how to walk the line. Okay, fine. Do as you wish. I will. Of course you will. But if you aren't trying to reveal the truth, then it could have been you who left the tablet. Never mind. All this talk makes me want to see number 7 again. I understand that you miss him, but please refrain from summoning the commander to the deep sector again. Doing that may put him in serious danger. We'll see. Yep. Wisdom Spring end. And that was the end of that event. Really, really nice to see what has been happening here. So there's been 6 others before him, and we were neither failure nor an escape. So there's that.